Welcome to the show where you get blitzed by all the latest Detroit sports news.
I'm your host, Marcus, joined by your host, Jay. And today we will be talking about the Cincinnati Bengals win that we had this past Sunday, and also the consequential Terrion Arnold injury, which occurred midway through that game. And then we'll kind of segue into possible trades that could happen potentially to fill in kind of the quarterback position there. For our already thinned out secondary at this point, and as well as our next opponent, the Chiefs, next week for Week 7, Sunday Night Football, and just other happenings around the league that occurred this week. Pretty crazy week, honestly, Week 6. Yeah.
I think the biggest story coming out of this week was Arnold's getting injured. Obviously, horrible news. You don't want anyone to get injured. It was looking like he was going to be out for the season. I remember I saw that get flung around a few times. Now it looks like he'll be out for maybe 1 or 2 games. I wish him a fast recovery. Obviously.
Yeah, for sure.
But everyone's been discussing where to go from here. The game was great. I'll let you kind of discuss it. You were the one who did the live show on it.
Yeah,
I will be in the
did.
next live show.
It went pretty well, all things considered. But yeah, pretty, good game. You always take a win, always great to have a win for sure. 37 points is just, great. Whenever you put up 30 plus points, I think we still hold the number one rank for most points, I think, scored on average. I'm pretty sure. I think Buffalo might be second just behind us, but regardless, yeah, it was a great game for our defense, too. We had 3 takeaways, 3 interceptions. Alex Anzalone, Kirby Joseph, and Amik Robertson had 3 interceptions. Actually, Terrion Arnold, to go back on him, he actually almost had an interception this game, too. So, honestly, he played pretty well for, the period he was in the game. Not horrible. Definitely could be, still some improvements. But regardless, we'll kind of get to that, look at that whole thing. But in addition with that, too, we also got 1 safety, Derek Barnes, towards the end of the game. That was awesome. And we actually could have had 2 safeties. Hutch actually got one in the middle of the game, but it got reverted with a penalty from Terrion Arnold, which is kind of funny. So, I mean, he could be, a good player and, not so much sometimes, but, we'll get into that, like I said. But, yeah, I mean, all around good win. Offensively, we moved the ball. Like I said, 37 points, great amount of points to put up against a team, which obviously, the Bengals weren't that formidable of an opponent. This is going to be a pretty easy win for us.
Yeah.
The one thing I did not really like about this game personally from just like a spectator fan standpoint was the fact that, through 3 quarters, they only were able to get 3 points, right? We only allowed them to get 3 points, a field goal in the second quarter. And in the fourth quarter, they were able to get 3 touchdowns, which, for a Bengals team that really has not been able to move the ball very well in this past few weeks, it was a little bit concerning that we kind of took our foot off the gas there in the fourth quarter. They weren't really going to win. There really wasn't a world where they were going to get the win anyway, but still, it would have been nicer to just kind of lessen, the amount of points they got, have it be more of a blowout, But, all things considered, pretty good win. And unless you have, don't have anything else to say, I can actually play the locker room celebration video after the game here. See what Dan Campbell has to say.
Before we get into that, obviously, we have some picks for some new defense. After Arnold got injured, before we were confirming whether or not he was going to be out for the season, people had created, some videos and stuff, and basically social media went kind of crazy on the concept of replacing him or just getting more defense in. We're obviously short on defense.
Yeah,
we always have been.
The cornerback secondary areas for sure.
Oh yeah, fucking pass rush Lion Syndicate reference right there,
Yeah, he copyrighted the term pass rush or trademark.
Yeah, I can't legally say that, actually. I'm gonna get sued now. But I shout out to Lions Talk by Chat Sports. I watched a whole video on them. They did a great rundown on a good few picks that people had for replacements for Arnold's and new defensive players. I have two.
Okay.
I have Greg Newsome, who you can stick on the screen now. He has a little stat chart. Now, Greg Newsome would be a transfer from the Cleveland Browns. Overall, his performance is really good. He's a great defensive player, and I believe that the Cleveland Browns would be willing to trade, considering they're lackluster as shit right now. Overall, great pick. I mean, you could literally see the scores here. He's a decent enough defensive player. Other than that, we also have my personal most likely pick is Stephen Gilmore. He is been playing the game for a very long time, around I think 2012, 2014 he was signed, right?
Yeah, he's been in the league for a long time.
He got defensive player of the year at one point. He's literally, in my opinion, perfect. He is a free agent as well, which means we could go and get him right now.
Yeah.
Good deal. Good deal. Fire
sure.
sale. I think he coined that phrase too, actually, Lion Syndicate. But
Bro's
this
just
is the
stealing
guy.
every term. Yeah.
He copyrighted all the terms. I can't use any of them. But he's my personal pick.
I agree. I mean,
anyway,
yeah.
if you want more information on that, Lions Talk by Chat Sports. Yeah. That's the video. They have a video up for that. That goes over way more of those. We can go down to the locker room footage. This was after the Bengals game.
Yep, let's see what Dan Campbell has to say.
All right, listen, great win. How many takeaways we have on defense? A lot. And a safety. And sudden change stops, man. That's big time defense, guys. That's the way to go. Give the defense a hand. And we had a punch that we almost got too, John. Ball out. Yeah, I can tell how excited you are. I love it. I'm not going to go another week 2 and feel bad about a win. I'm not doing it. I'm not freaking doing it, man. That's a good win. Was it perfect? No, it wasn't perfect. We got things to clean up, and we will clean them up, guys. We're going to get better. We will clean them up. That's right. That's 4 in a row. 4-1. All right? And we're still going. We're still going. We don't stay the same. We're going to just continue to get better and better. I got 2 game balls. All right, on offense, 5 catches, 92 yards, 1 touchdown, blocked his ass off, Sam Laporta.
The thing that I love about this team is just everybody's so selfless. You know, everybody, they put themselves second and the team first. That's what the best part is. So, love you guys.
All right, this guy, to me, he was all over the field. He was all over the field. 3 total tackles, 1 TFL, 3 pass defense, and 1 interception. Alex Angelo.
Hey, 24-hour rule. Enjoy it. Wins are hard to come by. Love y'all. Let's keep going, man.
Okay, 3 It's win number 4. Great job. Break it out, guys.
Never, ever, ever take a win for granted. I know there's plays we want back. Offense, defense, all of it. Never, ever in this league take a win for granted. 4-1, on to the next. Nice prime time opportunity for us. Let's go and get another one. Win on 3. 1, 2, 3. Win!
All right, there it is. Got to get the Penei Sewell cameo at the end, of course, as always.
Well, as always. Yeah.
Sam Laporta. It was funny. Guess what's next? Chiefs, right? Kansas City?
Yeah.
Yeah, week 7 opponent, Sunday Night Football. That'll be a fun game.
Yes. I pretty much this is our second time had to do a do-over, but I said this before and I'll say this again. Chiefs play weak ever since the Taylor Swift invasion. I mean, Travis Kelce, lightweight. I think you said it best last time. You want to go ahead with your quote?
Oh, shit. Yeah, I mean, he's just kind of like slow now, man. I mean, he has to carry around that giant ass redwood tree apparently now. He's got a whole ass Pringle can in them pants. It's crazy. Well, So stupid. But
That is
no.
great. We laughed harder last time.
Yeah, it's not as
Uh,
genuine.
I don't know. I don't want to speak on behalf of the Chiefs. I'm not a Chiefs fan. You know what I mean? They can win or lose. I really don't care. I mean, actually, I do care. Lose. Please keep losing. But
For
you know,
yeah.
but I the Chiefs. I think they need to lose Kelsey, and
Wow,
Mahomes is
okay.
really the only thing majorly carrying them right now. I feel like they need to do some kind of maintenance here.
Yeah, you know
Whether
what's
that
crazy? That reminds me, there was a stat in the game that they played last night, which they lost to the Jaguars last night, which we'll touch on that after. He was the leading rusher on the team. No, not the running back. Mahomes, the quarterback, was their leading rusher on the ground.
gosh.
Yeah. That kind of tells you how much he's carrying the load right now.
Yeah. They should just rename the teams like the Mahomes 7 or something. You know, it's just really
Kansas City Mahomes.
the
I don't
Kansas City
know.
Mahomes. You know,
The Mahomey Chiefs.
the Mahomey Chiefs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if he's really the only one doing the work, we got to start giving him more credit. Maybe sign him, let him buy out the Chiefs as a whole.
Yeah, as if Chris Collinsworth, the commentator, doesn't glaze him enough. He needs more glaze. On
Yeah,
top
I'll
of
go ahead. I'll give him more glaze. He's the only. He's, in my opinion, the only one doing heavy lifting here.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll glaze that.
they got Xavier Worthy now. He's kind of a new addition to the roster, wide receiver. He actually set the record at the combine for the 40-yard dash at 4:21. It's pretty nuts. But yeah, he's definitely a force to be reckoned with if he can get involved in the game, which is definitely something to kind of watch out for in the game against them that we're gonna be looking forward to here for next Sunday. Because if he gets that ball, man, there's a good chance he could be off to the races if we don't, aren't able to cover him. And with our secondary as thin as it is, it's just could be a recipe for disaster. I hope not. I hope our, the guys who step in can get things done. But definitely something to kind of look out for. But I think, personally, I think I'm pretty confident we're going to probably be able to take this win. We've been able to beat KC at, their home before. And, why not? Why not do it again?
Yeah, I think they got good. I think we got good odds here. You know what I mean? I do think Kansas City is mad, and they're going to play mad.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? They're
that
not.
is true.
It's not going to be a light work game. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like we got. I don't want to underestimate them. I don't want us to get on the concept of just underestimating them completely and writing them off because Kelsey's a little washed or the game's gone sour or whatever. You know what I mean? Whatever dumb reason we come up with. They're still the Chiefs. Super Bowl running before, you know what I mean? And they're pissed now because they've been losing game after. Well, they lost a game. You know what I mean? So we're going to see how they react. We're going to see how the Mahomey Chiefs handle this upcoming game, and maybe it'll go well.
Yeah. Guess we'll have to just wait and see.
Exactly.
And I guess to kind of segue from this, we're talking about the game they lost last night. We kind of touched on it. Yeah, it was a crazy game, man. Mahomes threw like a pick six that got returned for 99 yards. Pretty much end zone, back to the other end zone, Crazy play by the defense and the Jaguars. And then, KC got the lead with about, a minute and a half left or just under 2 minutes. And Jaguars came back, got this game-winning drive. And I kid you not, had the goofiest way to score a touchdown, game-winning touchdown I've ever seen. I'm going to play the clip right now, just for anyone who hasn't seen it yet.
Tonight, it's 1st and goal with 30 seconds left. Now Lawrence goes down, has to get up, breaks a tackle, touchdown Jacksonville.
That's just nuts. Like the fact that he falls on his ass twice and then is able to still get up without getting like touched by a defender or anything and get into the end zone. What a crazy way to end that game, I swear.
That's man.
Trevor Lawrence, man, he might have redeemed
it.
himself with that one play.
They thought they had it, I'm sure. Chiefs were like,
yeah, it's definitely a heartache loss for them. But hey, Chiefs losing, couldn't care less, honestly. I love it, honestly.
Chiefs lose, we win. They hate us because they ain't us. You know?
Yes, sir. And aside from this game, though, some other crazy shit happened this week too. If you want to like touch on, what happened there.
Sure, we got time.
Previously, we had two undefeated teams in the league, which was the Bills and the Eagles, and they both lost this week. So now there's no longer any undefeated teams in the league, which actually bodes super well for us because now we have propelled to the number 1 spot in a lot of people's power rankings now. Pretty much just due to the fact that, we're on the longest streak of wins right now, 4 wins in a row. So hopefully we can kind of keep that streak going into Arrowhead next week here. And yeah, I mean, it's looking good, man. I'm really hoping that we can pull out this win, keep the streak going, and maybe this is the season. I don't know. You have to hope for the best after how the last couple seasons have ended in kind of some heartbreaking fashions.
Now
obviously it's only week 6 though, so
just gotta hope that things pick up.
Wait, I just realized, is it not week 6?
No, that's week 6.
Because why does it say week 5 in the highlight?
I think, did the NFL mess up?
I don't know. Maybe we messed up.
No, it's definitely week 6. It's week 5. Did we mess that up? How many times have you said week 6? You said week 7 at one point, and I was like, well, that's not right. It's week 6. I was wrong, too.
Hey, we don't know our shit, bro. Get this shit out.
We don't know shit.
Week 5.
I'm just some random dude with a flag and a jersey, bro. I suck.
No. Yeah, week 5 been crazy though. Week 5, I mean, it's still early in the season. You can look at the trajectories of certain teams and stuff, but really you can't be for certain that it's just going to continue that way. But you can only hope that we're on the up and up still. At this point, we keep riding the wave.
Yeah, ride the wave. Go Lions. One pride.
Yes, sir. Go Lions.